Let's talk about how to succeed in the affordable housing game. Out here doing a little walk and talk. See our signage here. This is a property, this RV park that we purchased, I think a little over 6 years ago. Signage we installed, it's even starting to look a little bit old. 5-6 years of sunlight will do that. It's getting a little weathered. But so what I want to talk to you about is how to succeed not only in affordable housing, but in business and real estate in general. And I'm going to tell you a story about this property here. So this property, like I said, we bought this about 6 years ago. It starts here. The entrance is like here. You can pull up an old video and see what this looked like before. It's been a roller coaster ride, okay? If you listed out, and I listed out all of the problems and the challenges we've had since we bought this property. If I said, hey, Brant, in order to do this, we're doing feasibility, got a good deal on it. We had a great plan to market. But what we don't know in business and in affordable housing communities, that's what this really is. We're converting it from park to more of affordable housing. We've got cabins, we have tiny homes, we have RVs, we've got tiny cabins. That's converting that to an Airbnb, it's long-term renter, things like that. But if you had told me and disclosed to me, if you could see, if you had a crystal ball and you could look into the future and say, Brant, here's what you're going to be dealing with in order to reach success, meaning a successful, stabilized community that's meeting or exceeding the income goals that we have for this property, you're gonna have to deal with all this stuff. What kind of stuff? Well, this is essentially, it's a two-way road, but this is a dead end. You see the barricade up there, like this is a dead end. So there's a major freeway there, which is pretty cool. We've got major traffic off Interstate 20, which is great location-wise. And this is kind of a one-way in, one-way out kind of thing. Well, 6 months after we bought this thing, they broke ground on an RV park that's right off the exit. If you go down here and you exit off the freeway, guess what they see? Another RV park right before ours, brand new. Ours is better, ours is nicer. But still, like right off from the get-go, boom, we had competition, company breaking ground down there, and they're still there, and they're fine, they're good. But that's not ideal. If you buy an RV park, someone half a mile down the road opens up a new RV park. Not ideal. We've dealt with lawsuits. We had high occupancy right when I bought it because there was some big job. We had a bunch of workers here. 30 days after that, this job wound down, our occupancy dropped in half. Wasn't expecting that. We had issues with water wells, septics, which I really knew very little about. Well, I'm to find out and find this after closing that our water well wasn't registered with the state, had no clue about this. Didn't even know to ask or seek on the disclosures, right? So we've had to deal with TCEQ for years, tens of thousands of dollars, like in engineering fees alone. We had to buy, because of the water well situation, I had to buy a little tiny smidgen piece of land over here. I won't get into the details, for like $20,000 that was essentially worthless piece of land. Man, we've had ATF out here, we've had DEA, we've had bounty hunters from cleaning out riffraff from criminals and pedophiles and all kinds of stuff in the beginning, and then some slipped back in because of some lapse of management. We've dealt with, all the stuff going on with COVID, with crazy prices shooting through the roof, with buying cabins and homes, contractors, you name it. It's been a roller coaster ride. And so, looking back, would I have signed up to do all that stuff? No, I wouldn't. But if you're a real estate entrepreneur, if you're a real estate investor, if you're looking to develop real estate or build a portfolio, what have you, you got to understand the number one way that you succeed, number one way you succeed, probably most important thing, assuming you have a legitimate, sustainable business plan, all that kind of stuff, is just don't quit. people just quit. We installed like a barrier over the trash. We have mailbox cabins, some other small homes. It's a beautiful place out here. Sometimes we just, like, we can't quit. We can't quit. And there's so many times over these 6 years or so on this project and other projects, like, I want to quit. I want to quit. Let me just sell the thing. Let me just quit. But just as like now in the last few months, like we're starting to exceed our income goals that I had years ago, then I failed to hit consistently. On occasion here and there, but rare. We've put in storage buildings, like the whole nine. Like, it's a really nice place. Like very, very proud. Now I can walk around this property when I come up here and think about all the stuff that we've gone through. And it's a long list of stuff. Like, lives have been threatened. One of my team members' lives were threatened by someone here. People hit over the head with crowbars in the beginning. Like, it was insane the amount of stuff that we've dealt with. But you're gonna do this in business. Like all the other parks, the RV parks, mobile home parks, the projects, subdivision developments, land development, you're always dealing with stuff. Like, but you just don't quit. The problem is a lot of people quit. There's one of our little tiny cabins. It's a great place. We've got a great community. We have great residents. But it took a long way to get here to now we're like exceeding our income goals, and this place is wonderful. So the lesson here, my friends, if you really want to create something worthwhile in your life and in your business, you need a blueprint, you need a plan that you can execute, but you just need to stay in the game and not quit.